Привет, my name is Dana Kusayev and I'm a lead trainer for Russian Standard Vodka. Today I will teach you how to execute the Russian Standard sampling event. In the next 25 minutes, I'll teach you about the Russian Standard portfolio and demonstrate how promotion should go. During this video, follow along using the training manual. So let's begin. Vodka is defined as unaged, colorless, and distilled spirit that is originally from Russia. So every time you dine with Russians, you will find a bottle in the center of the table joined with meal. That's because vodka is to a Russian as the wine is to a French. This explains why Russia is the largest market by far and represents 250 million cases sold per year. In fact, the word vodka comes from the Russian word voda, or water. Vodka means a little water. In 1894, Tsar Alexander III commissioned Dmitry Mendeleev, the creator of the periodic table, to develop the standard for the perfectly balanced vodka. Mendeleev said that the spirit must be distilled only from wheat, blended only with the softest glacial water, continually distilled for purity, and have a 40% ABV. This combined with a traditional Russian charcoal filtration was the definition of the highest quality of vodka. A little over 100 years later, our founder and CEO, Rustem Tarikov, took the standard for perfection and combined it with the most premium Russian ingredients to create Russian Standard Vodka. Russian Standard Vodka first starts with the heartiest winter wheat from Black Steppes in southern Russia. The soil is so rich in minerals that no pesticides or additives are needed to produce a premium crop. Then we source the softest glacial water from Europe's largest lake, Lake Ladoga. Lake Ladoga is known for its untouched clear waters and low mineral content, therefore making it optimal for distillation. We then take the wheat from the southern Black Steppes and soft glacial water from Lake Ladoga to our $60 million facility in St. Petersburg, Russia. To date, our distillery is the most expensive in the world. Vodka is the spirit of Russia. At Russian Standard, we are proud of our heritage. That's why we wanted to make sure we produced 100% Russian product. Not long ago, the Russian government realized that there is a lot of product were labeled and advertised as Russian that is actually from outside from Russia. Now all the product has to go through a long process and become certified as 100% authentic Russian vodka. This has resulted in a certificate of origin. That is, now we have on all Russian Standard bottles. Let's continue with our production process. After we bring the winter wheat from the Black Steppes and the glacial water from Lake Ladoga to our facility center in St. Petersburg, Russia, then we begin our distillation process. Russian Standard Vodka and Russian Standard Platinum are both distilled 4 times through continuous stills. Imperial is actually distilled 8 times through continuous stills. After distillation, the spirit goes through a filtration process. Like traditional Russian vodka, Russian standard vodka is 4-time charcoal filtered. Russian standard platinum is 4-time charcoal filtered, followed by 2 times silver filtration. Imperia is 4 times charcoal filtered, followed by 2 times filtration through crystal quartz. From here, the most vodka would go straight to a bottle, which result in a spirit that it's not completely rounded and settled. Russian standard vodka invests an additional cost and time and place its liquid in a relaxation tank to ensure all the molecules are settled. Russian standard vodka and Russian standard platinum are both in relaxation tank for 48 hours. Imperia is placed in relaxation tank for 200 hours before bottling. After distillation, then filtration, then relaxation tank, we begin our bottling process. Before the spirits touch the bottle, we first rinse our bottle with vodka. Why do we do that? After investing in such an extensive process, we want to make sure that there is no impurities enter from outside the bottle by washing by the water. We then follow it with a proprietary bottle cap cleansing process, so there is nothing comes into a bottle from the cap. People are always asking about the difference between our product, so let me introduce you to our portfolio. All our products are made with winter wheat and the glacial water from Lake Ladoga. Now I'd like to talk about the distillation. The Russian standard vodka, the Russian standard platinum are both distilled 4 times. The Russian standard imperia is distilled 8 times. So now let's talk about filtration. The Russian standard vodka and Russian standard platinum, and of course imperia, they all distill 4 times through the charcoal. But the platinum is an additional 2 times through the silver, and imperia is additional 2 times through the crystal quartz. Now I would like to take you to a verbal tasting. I would like to start with Russian standard vodka. The Russian standard is the most traditional of our portfolio, and you'll be able to get the smell and the taste of premium ingredients. So first, let's nose the product. When you nose the product, you get this fresh baked bread and grain from winter wheat. Now, I would like you to have fun and try the product. When you try the product, you get this bold, wheat flavored, and definitely warms your mouth with a pleasant warming way. Russian standard vodka is perfect for all the occasion. We Russians love to drink vodka absolutely chilled and neat, followed by zakouski. A little Russian rye bread and the pickles, or blini with the creme fraiche and the caviar. Now let me take you through a Russian standard platinum. So first let's nose the product. It has this slightly more neutral and get a hint of wheat as well. So now let's taste the product. It gets the citrus and the sweet spice, and this is because of the silver filtration. Definitely feel more creamier and has the longer cooling finish. The Russian standard platinum is perfect for martini. Lastly is Imperia Vodka, the luxury product, and one of my favorite one. So let's nose the product. When you nose the product, you have the subtle and the soft, possibly smell a light herb or wheat. Now, let's taste the product. When you taste the product, it's unlike any other vodka. It has the soft cinnamon and muted wheat. Very clear and clean, with a velvety smooth mouth feeling and a long finish. Definitely recommend drinking. It's chilled and neat, with a large ice cube, and it's perfect for all the martinis. I'm giving you enough of information to teach the entire world on vodka, right? Based on my experience, there might be a little bit more question during the promotion that I would like to share them with you. In front of the bottle, say Ruski Standard, and it's written in Cyrillic. The Ruski is translated as Russian, and the standard in Russia means standard, the benchmark for all the quality. That's why Russian standard is the #1 premium vodka in Russia. Remember, vodka is the spirit important to a Russian. We traditionally drink our vodka chilled and neat. So there is no traditional Russian cocktail. We'd be very big on toast, drinking vodka followed by zakуски. The Moscow Mule has a little bit of the history. That's what made the vodka popular in America in 1940s. So Moscow Mule is not a Russian drink, but definitely an American one. Simply add a 2 ounce of Russian standard vodka, ginger beer, and squeeze of lime over ice and served in a branded copper mug. Vodka is always served chilled but not frozen. Putting the vodka in a freezer open up the molecules and can be destroyed the quality over time. So simply store your product in a fridge or shake it over ice. This avoids killing the quality of the amazing spirit. It's the whole ceremony, the way Russians are toasting the product. And we are so big on toasting. According to Russian drinking, you have to look to each other's in the eyes, so you see the person's soul. But if you don't, you have a 7 years of bad luck, or some of them say 7 years of bad sex. So we raise our glass. We have to say it na zdоровье, which means to your health. Repeat after me. Na zdоровье. It's fun because we're going to learn a little bit of Russian. Our products were featured in a movie Wanted with Angelina Jolie and Iron Man 2 with Mickey Rourke, and also in a TV series Weeds. Now I want to take you to the steps of the sampling promotion. But I'm not going to go over everything, so please carefully read the manual. The purpose of this promotion is to drive awareness and trial of Russian standard vodka, educate consumers and account manager, encourage sales. So now, let's begin. When you arrive to the promotion, make sure you arrive 15 to 30 minutes before the promotion will start to set up your station. You have to wear the uniform. Do not change at the account. For some reason, if you're late 15 minutes, you have to stay longer to make up your time. And this has to be very rare occasion. Multiple occurrences result in termination. You will need to coordinate several details with the manager. Confirm your setup location in a high traffic area of the store. Complete the pre-event information on the recap forms. This includes Russian standard and competitive pricing, featured, and the shelf stock. Depending on legalities of your market, you might also be required to purchase 1 bottle of Russian standard vodka for sampling. Please check with your agency before each event. You will also need to ask the manager for ice and a small garbage can to dispose of trash throughout the promotion. And don't forget to ask the manager to keep track of Russian standard bottle sales during the promotion. Introduce yourself to staff. A good working relationship with them can result in them sending people to your way. Then you set up the sampling area. Right now I have set up a bar, banners, carpet, and serving tools. We always serve Russian standard vodka with zakuski. So I also purchased the Russian rye bread with the sour gherkins at the grocery store. I would like to take you through the promotion. My colleague would join me, so I'd like to show you how promotion should run. Привет! How are you today?
Oh, hello. Hi, I'm fine.
We're doing the Russian Standard sampling event. Would you like to try some?
What's Russian Standard?
This is #1 best-selling product that sells in Russia today. And you know what? We have an amazing experience for you. So try it with the bread and a pickle, the traditional way. And it's just a little bit of a product in here. Would you like to try some?
Oh, well, I don't really drink vodka, but I've never had it with bread and a pickle, so sure, why not?
Absolutely, that would be a great experience. May I see your ID first, please?
Yes.
Great.
Here you go.
Oh, you look so lovely in here.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, that works for me. So I will teach you a little bit about the Russian standard toasting. So what we do in Russia, we actually have a vodka, and then we follow by the bread and the pickle. So please try that.
Thank you.
That's perfect. So what we're going to do next, I will pretend and help you out to have a Russian traditional way of drinking product. So we have to raise the glass. Of course, Russians are so big on toasting, so we have to say it na zdоровье, which means to your health. But before that, we have to look to each other in the eyes, and it's a bad luck if you don't.
Okay.
Then we raise the glass,
Okay.
saying na zdоровье. Repeat after me.
Na zdоровье.
Perfect. And then we follow by the bread and the pickle. We call that zakuski in Russian.
Oh, okay.
So let's do it. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Perfect.
Na
Na zdоровье. And then you follow by the bread and the pickle.
That's really good.
How you like it?
I like it a lot. This is really smooth.
Yes. And you know what? The product is 100% authentic Russian vodka. And #1 that sells in Russia. And #5 fastest growing worldwide spirit. It was originally created an 1894 recipe established by Dmitry Mendeleev.
Oh. Isn't that the periodic table guy?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh my god, you know everything. So the product is 4 times distilled, made with winter wheat. And we use the glacial water from Lake Ladoga. Then we bring everything to our distillery center in St. Petersburg, Russia. So the product it becomes 100% authentic because it's made in Russia. And by the way, you might see this product in a movie featured with Angelina Jolie Wanted or Iron Man 2 with Mickey Rourke.
Oh, I loved Iron Man 2. I do remember seeing this.
Yes. We also have our signature drink we call Moscow Mule. You might see it as well.
Oh.
So this product, of course, you might mix with anything. And especially like I teach you the way to drink the Russian vodka, right?
Yes, I had so much fun. I definitely want to do this again. But,
great.
you know, a product this smooth is probably really expensive, like a Grey Goose or something to that
Oh,
effect.
thank you for telling me that, because, you know, this is a premium product and we have a really affordable price today. Especially today, it goes for only $21.99. But because of this promotion, you might purchase the bottle for only $19.99.
$19.99, that's a great deal.
It's amazing. Plus, you receive a little as a gift. You receive 2 gift bags and 2 shot glasses. So you might bring to anybody's house and have a party tonight.
That's excellent. I'll definitely take a bottle.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. This is pretty great.
It is. Thank you. There is 2 shot glasses waiting for you in here.
Thank you.
Enjoy the vodka.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Once the sampling event is over, there's several things you need to do before leaving the account. Be sure the designated area around you is clean. Confirm the bottle sales with the manager on site. Finalize reporting document, making sure you answer all the questions. Thank the manager and staff. We want to work with these partners again and grow the relationship. The event will not gonna be completed until you're gonna submit the fully completed report form, all your expenses, and we need the 5 clear photos that you're gonna be sending to the agency. You have to do it within 24 to 48 hours after the event was done. Thank you for joining me today. As you can tell, the Russian Standard Vodka has a really high expectation and standards for its excellence. You'll be able quickly to